Hello everyone, I am Dr. Nehal Mehta, your clinical microbiologist. So many times, many family physician and consultant doctor ask me how to interpret this culture and sensitivity report. So this looks like a piece of paper, but it's much more than that. I will help you to understand and decode this report in a very easy step so that you can choose the best antibiotic for your patient. So to start with, on the upper part of the report, you can see first the type of specimen is mentioned. Here it is urine. After that, microscopic examination is mentioned. This is very important part. For example, on gram stain, you see here pus cells and plenty gram-negative bacilli are reported. This particular finding of gram-negative bacilli and the gram stain is ready on the day one only when the sample is received on the lab. So on the request of clinician, this finding can be informed to the clinician and a patient can be started on a broad spectrum antibiotic which can target the gram-negative bacilli. So that is how the microscopic examination is very helpful. You don't need to wait for 2 to 3 days to get the final report ready. On the day one, you can start accordingly. Gram positive bacilli is there or gram negative organism is there. And you can start the broad spectrum antibiotic, and later on when the final report comes, you can taper it and go to the more specific drug. Coming to the next part, after that the organism is reported. Here it is Escherichia coli, and the complete table is mentioned, which is a complete set of antibiotic along with its interpretation. This I will be explaining you in a very simple language to help you to choose the best antibiotic for your patient. If you see, multiple antibiotics are reported. Now the set of this antibiotic are different according to the type of sample and the type of organism. For example, 20 antibiotics are reported in urine for Escherichia coli, but for the Pseudomonas aeruginosa in urine itself, hardly 10 antibiotics are reported. So this is how the set of antibiotic differs from specimen to specimen and organism to organism. So to start with, how to interpret all this antibiotic susceptibility table, which and how to choose the correct antibiotic for the patient for the best result. Number one, very simple. Just see which all drug are reported as susceptible or sensitive. Very obvious, very easy. Number two, if the 5 drugs are susceptible, just shortlist which all are available orally. This particular point is applicable especially for the OPD patient when the IV line is not there. If the patient is hospitalized and IV line is there, then this point should not be considered. Number three, go to the right hand side, the last table, MIC breakpoint quotient. See this quotient. This quotient is reported for all the susceptible drug. Higher the quotient, better is the drug. And the chances of developing resistance during the therapy is very less. So you should always go for those particular antibiotic which has the highest MIC breakpoint quotient. Given report, you can see there are 6 drugs which are susceptible. Now for OPD patient, what I will do, I will see which one out of this is available as a tablet. Of course, the patient is not having IV line, so we have to choose the best oral available drug. So here only the amoxicillin clavulanic acid is available orally, rest all are not. So our choice is simple. We will give amoxiclav to the patient and that's the end of story. But if the patient is hospitalized and already having IV line, then I will consider all 6 drugs and I will check the MIC breakpoint quotient. Now, if you see, the quotient is highest of the meropenem. So I'll be selecting this drug, and because the chances of developing resistance during therapy will be much less, especially if the therapy is prolonged, and this will give the best result. And last but not the least, very important point, pharmacokinetic and pharmacodynamic of the antibiotic, patient's condition and toxicity of the drug should always be kept in mind before taking any final decision. Hope this video was useful and next time you can choose the best antibiotic for your patient. Thank you so much. Follow me for more such educational video.